core concept of the Willie Lynch syndrome. Listen to this carefully. It says internalized oppression, and this is what the people of the PNP are experiencing. Individuals may adopt negative beliefs about their own race, skin tone, or cultural identity, division within communities, encouraging distrust or rivalry among people of similar background. Example, colorism, classism, religion-based or political preference, self-sabotaging behaviors, patterns of behavior that perpetuate social or economic disadvantage, sometimes unconsciously. That is the Willing syndrome. These people have negative self-sabotaging behaviors that cause economic disadvantage, Bridging, and they are unconscious about it.
And let me tell you what I think I realized from this whole Majestic Gardens. I don't want to keep using it as an example, but just for the purposes of this conversation, since we're all familiar with the situation, based on when I was listening to some of the lives and kind of even participating, I'd have realized that they'd have created a uptown and a downtown back. That is another inception level of division that they would have created. So uptown, they live in concrete homes, they have access to sanitary conveniences, they have the garbage truck comes and they have access to get their garbage on the trucks, etc. The delegates live in uptown back to, so when anything I give out, anything I share up, them get it. They've been able to, work on their homes, expand their homes, etc. And then you have downtown back to, basically, which would have been quote unquote bottom road, that would be kind of struggling with certain inconveniences with regards to infrastructural development, etc. And just as I said, the way how they manage to control the minds of people, because what you'd have created within a space of lower of a space that's of persons of a lower socioeconomic standing, you'd have managed to make some feel like them somehow them better than some. And the irony is you reign supreme. So in a uptown circles, they're not a part of the conversation. But what you would have managed to divide them, even within their class structure. You'd have managed to redivide them. It's actually quite mind-boggling and insidious and evil.
And their MP was on the rally last night talking about, oh, they're talking about Majestic Gardens want to fix. I don't even want to call it that other name. Back, she referring to back to. And then she went ahead to say, and it's only the bottom want to fix. And I'm like, the people are in the crowd railing.
Yeah, like I was like, really?
The people are in the
Judge.
crowd railing.
And the funny thing is, she managed to go sit on a platform before she called the people them and talk to them. And
This
that's the
girl,
part me can't understand. Because the thing is, the way how the thing set in a man, them can write to all the embassy them and the consulate them in a Jamaica we actually have monies and budgets set aside. We can assist, reach out to shareholders and other benefactors and help. Actually get help. And it wasn't until somebody kind of pointed out to me that say, down a back to the back wall, I want to say basically them would have not really necessarily share a wall, but they must say in a that the part of the constituency, a be a red stripe and beer major shareholders have businesses
So, Warrior Love,
um next door to back to.
Warrior Love.
Yes, Errol, sorry.
So, she deliberate about back to our help the other candidates them across Jamaica.
What she say, Errol?
Me
What
not
that
say out
mean?
of help the other candidate them across Jamaica if she have a talk about back to our fix and them what she
Oh.
around. Yeah. As she alone it help.
I don't listen.
Mr.
She's an odd
Outpost, Mr.
woman.
Outpost this morning, 33-bedroom house. Pana post. I mean, I say, wow.
What that mean? That's what the lady said, sugar bill?
That's why them say them a go bill. Ouch, glad feet.
And I'm pretty sure them have to decide, so them have to tear down the homes that are currently there because
Alright. And
them
then
a
she
say,
say, I see you make man, no, go pan ouch. She couldn't make no man go pan ouch. Dan himself come pan live with we and ouch and said, him a send a man come link her now. No man not for come her doorway. Only God alone for her doorway. So she try look at cloud on a stage where she is the member of parliament and she could do
wait, so
better.
she basically I say, and quoting loosely, I'm me a girl in a life found in a know that she basically say?
Yeah, she make she out still a live.
Wait, she said that on a platform?
She say as she make no man not run her from the community.
But Jesus of mercy. Boy, uptown people really make people
The
who live
Dan
below have
himself
to take
see a
the
foreigner
people who
up
live
on the
below have to
live.
treat take a mockery of them though, you know.
The Dan himself up on the live. I say one of the Dan them from down there. I
My
said no
God.
man can play with her. And another man a spar with him come on the live. And I say, I throw out attack she for go because her husband come down there and say, them not for put up no concrete structure or else at a Paul Bear.
Why? Why? Does he live in a
Because
zinc
of them
structure?
run things.
Oh.
Them for stay in a slum down there and then them collect the money, say down there want fix.
My
And them
God.
not fix nowhere.
So why have against concrete structures? Me just try to understand
Because
a
them want
government
collect money, say
land,
them
them
want
not to
down there
build
want
nothing
fix
for
and them
them.
not fix nowhere.
Because
Lord
remember, once the
Jesus.
community is in need, that
In a
is
deplorable condition, them
yeah,
collect more and more and more money.
that leave them for say them are going link. That is why remember who run the KSMC? Who
BMP.
exactly and the case and that is how they are the
Them
corruption.
thief the money.
Exactly. That is where the rings are running around. Right? That is where the corruption lies. Everybody wants a piece of the KSMC money.
I
Right?
think that's what Mr. Rowe was alluding to. Not even alluding to, because
He gave his
he better
phone.
talk like him know what time it is.
He gave
But
his phone to Mocha. We are waiting on the outcome.
this is what me can't understand. Like, oh, so you live in a glass house, a really stone you got through, or say you know see you have skeletons in your closet and you hear argument about corruption come up. You know, just eat your food, man, and drink your tea and just go to your bed, man. And nobody say nothing tonight.
But the thing is, warrior, that's not the only community in Jamaica that is living in deplorable conditions and has been underneath the People's National Party. Listen, this lady is not the first she ever stand up on stage and chuck badness either. It's not the first. She did it in 2020. She did it in 2016. It's not the first she would have opened her big mouth and chuck badness. And that is why we say to everybody that this party means do every single word that come out of their mouth. If a war, a war. They mean these things. And when you listened last night intensely to some of the things that these people would have said on the stage, it gives you like a cringe at some of the words that came out of their mouths.
But you see, I don't think we never did watch
Guys,
it to
tap
the
the
point there because
screen.
I
Too
only
money
see
go
the
and tap
clip
the
with
screen, tap the screen.
I only see the clip with the woman I catch the spirit. I heard that Crawford was extremely disrespectful to Dr.
Extremely disrespectful.
But me never hear, me never know what say.
All comrades, big up on yourself. All PMP comrades, big up on yourself.
Okay. Yay. Congrats, Dan Clue. Hooray. Yay.
Pops confetti, you know.
Yeah. I
Hi
mean,
Richard,
whoop,
welcome
whoop.
in. Let's do a temperature check. Hi Richard, welcome to the live.
That was that my while ago, Kimmy.
I have
That
no
is
idea.
just that
I choose
again.
Jamaica.
That is just
Hello.
undiagnosed mental health issues on display. And if you need stick around, me just scam go to Winwater Road and collect my Milo and my can of Betty milk. Because I just them
Anyone
that
was
they
a
have no
PNP cut that out.
typical
But we
them.
digress.
So
PNP
them
cut
not
out
give
in
nothing for
Milton Mine
carry
a
them in.
long time. Them cut it out long time.
When me that take a big last coffee him.
I choose Jamaica. A lot of PNP saying they choose Jamaica, you know. So, are you a comrade? Comrade.
I was once a PMP, yes.
Oh wow, Rawaya, you have a person that you can ask a lot of questions, my love.
Hey, I choose JA.
Hi, good night.
Hi, guys. Tap up the screen, and I have 2 last live goal, which is 2 money gun. Thank you. One tap number, girl.
I choose JA. Why did you decide to make a change in your life?
Well, I was born in with two PMP families on both fronts. But in 2023, 2022. No, it was really after the 2016 election I started following this prime minister, and then I became. I didn't get to vote in 2016. That would probably be the first time I voted, and then I started following him and watching his work, and then in 2023, I became fully committed to this party because of what I saw happening, the development, and I have never seen that under PJ Patterson, or Portia, who I have witnessed as Prime Minister. So I'm a person
Who are you? I choose JA. Oh,
I prefer development over party, country over party, and that is my reason for the switch.
Fab. Who did I ask? You don't have to say your exact age. I choose JA, but you can't just say what age group. Somebody was asking what age group you're in.
30s.
Oh, nice. So we have 30 plus year
Come,
old
guys, keep tapping the
independent
screen
thinkers.
and
Nice.
make the live goal. All right, so I choose JA. You said that it's the work of this prime minister you would have seen that would have caused you to make the switch. So I asked the hello 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 Z.
Madam.
Hello. All right.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I know.
All right, so I choose JA. Earlier on today, I asked the panel a question. I think I might throw it out again. To name one thing, me say one, me never said couple, me say one thing. Cause me go on the chance and I'm gonna name out the whole book. One something that you love, that appeals to you, that is something that you wanted to see happening in Jamaica for a long time but never see it, and that caught your eye. What is that one thing that you are happy has now changed in Jamaica?
Reduction in poverty, the new social housing program.
Me say one, you know, one.
but then,
Yeah, I know,
Reduction.
but I had to say
you know,
that.
people just want to reel it out, you know.
You
When
just
you ask
want
that
to reel it
question,
out. All right, go on,
You
reel it
want to see
out.
me a struggle for just name one.
Oh, continue, JA. I'll give you. I choose JA. I'll give you another chance to go at it again, based on the fact that you were once a comrades, you know, and you come up and you saw the light. You once was
I can say
blind.
something really quickly. Initially, me hearing as a comrade, but never understand it. You know, so the first time me hear Brother Mark say comrade, yo, I'm sorry, that was just so funny to me when me hear. Every time I hear him say it, no, me have to laugh. You comrade.
Right. So you can go right ahead.
That's so funny.
I choose. Carol, did you all get 5-year chick? What? What is she saying?
Did you all get 5-year chick?
Well, so one of the things that really caused me to pivot is the fact that when Mark Golding was the biggest mistake the PNP has ever made. He has no decorum. He has no leadership qualities. His ability to analyze data or statistics is very low. He has demonstrated over the years that he is not capable of bringing this country forward. And from I was 10 years old, I've always been watching movies and asking myself, when will Jamaica actually look like America? Because since that was really where movies were made, are mostly made. And, you know, because when I used to look around, all I see is potholes and, you know, people that carry water upon them head. We used to carry water as well. I had to make a wooden cart in order to push me drug them in, so we can actually full one drum in a one trip. So I have lived under PJ Patterson, and one of the things that really struck me is the fact that in the two Patterson, and one of the things that really struck me is the fact that 23 we still have communities in Jamaica battling for basic ones. I don't think that after 62, when we got independence under so many governments, we should be battling with these basic. No, even in my constituency, there are areas on the street that don't have street light. And it's not that this government don't care, it's just that when it comes to the financial discipline, I mean, the Prime Minister could just go on a borrowing spree to fix all of Jamaica's problems. But after Mark Bolin and Finsack, come on, a sensible leader would never want to put us down that road, because when we are still trying to recover. And, you know, Mark Bolin could have distanced himself from Finsack until the sky split open and you see God throne. He can't rub out, because we are still the effects. When you throw a stone in our river and what ripple effect, it go right across, way out, wide. And so our economy is still battling the residue of Finsack and all the bad policies that the PNP has made. Now, one may ask, are only PNP alone make mistakes? No. JLP government has made mistakes too, but it has never been one that has crippled our economy. And as a well-thinking Jamaicans, these are things that I sit down and I think about. In my 30s, I don't own a house. Yes, there are younger generations who are owning a house, owning a nice car, and in a high-paying job. I'm happy for them. But for some of us who were born in the 80s, like myself and others in the 90s, we're still battling. We still have to watch other people pass by driving an AD wagon, and we can't afford one. In 2025, when those cars are somewhat the cheapest right now on the market, and owning a house, yes, we have the housing sector is not moving at the pace that we want it to, and I would be disingenuous, not because I'm supporting Mr. Holness. He is doing everything that he can, and he's working assiduously to ensure that we have affordable housing, and he's building out the housing sector. But PMP coming to promise us the rent to own house and all that. And let me tell you something. As Jamaicans, we have to be very careful. Yes, Mark Golin is appealing to our pain. He's a strategist, and he knows where to hit us where it hurts. And what he's doing is going around with a command pin, for those who know what a command pin is. And he must stick the Jamaicans where it hurts: housing, minimum wage, affordable living, and all these people, even the pain all of a sudden start rise up again, because just like him, I remind him, say, but remember, say you not live no way. Remember, say you not get no good salary. While Mr. Holness is bellowing and saying, go to heart, it is free. You can get a driver's license. They're gonna open a savings account for you and put $15,000 in there a month. You're gonna get 75,000 in compensation. Just go and get a skill. Mark Golding has never given away one of the social housing in his constituency. His constituency is the worst. So when I analyze
one of the worst.
one of the worst. When I analyze and undress,
Stop the live, guys.
when I undress this man's hypocrisy to tell me, a Jamaican who under PJ Patterson, our lives were wrecked, Omar Davis, the whole of them, we are still suffering from that. So how you go come contact? Ronnie Thwaites, who was the Minister of Education at the time, said it was the greatest transfer of wealth from the poor to the rich. 44,000 people in Jamaica had business who plunged in the depths. People unalive themselves, and people are still trying to recover today in 2025 from FinSAP. People migrated, even the same people who were hit, run go America because of FinSAP. And I heard them now talking about, oh, Marky G. I don't hate Mark Golding, but I'm going to spill the facts. And the facts of the matter is that they did not do us justice. And they are the reason why we are now suffering so hard. Jamaica could have gone a far way. So everybody say, oh, you switch. Oh, you have the... Yes, I have to switch because I am a Jamaican first. And in my country, I want to see development. I don't know who can disagree with that. So, you know, right now I am out there on the political platform and I am throwing punches because I want to see Jamaica better. You don't have to love Dr. Holness. You don't have to love him. You don't have to run and hug him up and take a selfie with him.
Well, and I choose Jamaica. You, Mr. Skino, I choose Jamaica. You, Mr. Kino, may I just answer you briefly. You know, say, on a serious note, right? I told myself that I will not entertain any foolish conversation in my comment section. And it's too close to the election, as Warrior and I would have said, to entertain a stupid question like that. So as of right now, please, I'm going to ask you, you know FinSAC was underneath the PNP. You're one big, long time big man. You look for you, you're one long time big man. You're not just nowadays big man, you're a long time big man. Come on from my life. Go on now, choose.
Right, and these are some of the people. These are some of the people who are going on people's lives and telling all these lies. You know what the PNP should have done? Mark Golding should not even be a candidate, a horse in this race. Mark Golding owed Jamaica an apology because of what he did at the time. Because he knew that he had benefited handsomely. That is no.
Here in Bunting and Golding is FinSAC. Me hate when long time people, Holland, Omalo, Holland, I choose Jamaica. Omalo, Shandy Warrior. Me hate when them come on the live and be hit. I understand what you said earlier. But let's think about it.
As if them never experience it firsthand.
What kind of report are we going to put out there? Him asked the question that why Jamaica Labour Party can't present the report that FinSAC was underneath the PNP. What a question to ask.
You don't need a report when it's something that happened and everybody experienced it. What report does it require? When everybody living today would have heard about it or experienced it.
Because my mother for lose her little bit of savings, she did have in a workers bank. A good thing she'd have money in a Nova Scotia bank.
Like, remember, speaking of that, did you know that they sold DB&G to Scotia Bank?
Yeah.
Like, there were so many banks in Jamaica, so many different banks, and they dissolved all of them. They liquidated all of them by way of FinSAC.
So in 2025, we are going to say the Jamaica Labour Party need to present a report on FinSAC when Google is free?
And there were
when
news
the internet
reports.
is free. There are news articles in the archives about it. There are so much things that you can do to see the things that was underneath the People's National Party. Me never in a things that me never experienced it. So sorry, me not know about it, me never experienced it. But based on what my parents would have told me about FinSAC, it was not an easy task for nobody. Nobody not drop your send back your request or you drop yourself. Come and answer the question and you just go away. May I call them and not get no
Much
answer.
FinSAC cars for left in
Send me an
Jamaica.
invite.
How much people run a go foreign with a little bit of them have left.
But folks, listen, these people are championing this British man and presenting him to Jamaica as if Jamaicans are blind. This is not the era where the Jamaica Observer were the only person and RJR were the only people who could have broadcast news. Thank God for TikTok, because if it wasn't for TikTok, and even Dr. Holness himself said it, that if it wasn't for social media and people who out here are bad day and night, we can call countless names, who champion the lies and the propaganda that this party have been spreading to the Jamaican populace. When them tired of Jamaica, them go overseas, go spread it.
Tap a screen, guys, and meet the live goal on the
People
screen,
who
please.
left Jamaica under FinSAC, the America now and Canada at a garbage, but like really, memories
have so much our nurses and teachers have left because of PNP.
Kevin, you sound like you would have experienced a little torture. I'm not calling you old, I'm just saying you sound.
What's wrong with
Yes.
You know what I heard in the news
this morning?
What's wrong with old?
No, you know, some people don't like that phrase.
They don't like to live long.
I don't know. You know, people stay.
Tell me if I'm wrong or I'm right what I said a while ago.
But
Dangerous.
you know what I heard in the news this morning, Kimmy?
What? Guys, stop the live.
Teachers overseas are now
Meet the live goal. Wanting to come back home, yes.
Yes.
Why is that?
That's what
Yes.
I'm talking
Because
about.
the system over there is not fair and it is not within their favor. I have a personal friend right now who studied at Micro Teachers College and they fired her. Every school she goes to go teach and fire her. You know why? She outspoken, she a Jamaican, and she not kiss no white man and no white woman ass. And as a result of that, she's now have to be pursuing something else as a career because the teaching thing now work out here. And she said, possibly she might even come back to Jamaica come work because people at England try out at the
What
same
you
time.
understand, I choose Jamaica, is that the teachers in Jamaica underneath the Jamaica Labour Party is getting one of the best pay they would have ever gotten in the history of Jamaica.
Yes.
Am I wrong, Marlo?
No, you're not.
In the history of Jamaica, the teachers would have gotten one of the best pay underneath the Jamaica Labour Party.
Not one of them. They got the best.
Well, the best, correct. They got the best pay underneath the Jamaica Labour Party. So a lot of teachers know that are out there, over there in the diaspora, is coming to say, yeah, well, I go back to my yard because you can get $200,000 a month for your pay.
No, but you see, one of the things, Kimmy, you know, say one of the things, you know, teacher never talk about the extra lesson money where they make them not add it on them pay. And when
No,
you
they
charge,
don't.
when you charge $1,000 for 20 kids, you know, a week time, you know, that's $80,000 a month, you know.
I'll have one figure about the summer school program at 2005 4 days and the teacher keep the summer school 3 weeks. I should have 20 at pitting at the class. Check how much money that you make for yourself.
That's true.
But you know, I'm going to say something, Kimmy. You know, the Prime Minister in his third term is going to have a big competition. You know what that competition is?
Yeah.
Anybody know can tell me? Huh?
You know what
No, me no know. Me never hear about it yet.
the biggest competition, the biggest thing the Prime Minister will go up against is the Book of Achievement.
Respect mix, respect mix.
Him a go the Book of Achievement I go give him such a competition that if him no outdo the Book of Achievement, I make the Book of Achievement.
Oh yes.
Him a in a problem.
Yes, him a got in a problem. Him a forgot outdo the book. And remember, he also stated on a lot of political platform that not everything could have hold in the book. So there are things that is not yet in the book, right? And that's why they're trying to add another 100 things that they would have done to the book. So, me no know. Guys, please stop the screen. Need the live goal.
It is not the PMP,
guys.
it is not the PMP going to be the competition. Andrew Holness
Himself. Yeah.
Yep. Himself accountable. So the Book of Achievement is the biggest holding Andrew Holness accountable in the third term.
Yes. Agreed.
But family here, one of the things that I have a problem with, and let me tell you something. I like to debone the PMP. Me like to strip them down because people are
cut them up fish. That's so
they
funny.
love to tail this.
Get debone them like fish.
No pun intended. No pun intended.
That's so funny.
Today I was in a vehicle. And the taxi driver is obviously a PNP based, and his rhetoric and you could hear the hate when I talk about the big nose boy and in the 300 trillion with the 300 trillion there, and he mentioned an MP, so the MP get money and him fix one road flying support this one, so the $30 million done. And I was just listening to him, and the taxi was silent, because a lot of times when they strike up these arguments, them tend to want to see who in the taxi or who in the vehicle, a PMP from a JLP. And I was just sitting there and I was just listening to him, and I was just and taxi no like taxi man right now, taxi man no like the boy, because right now taxi man I go to the poll, go vote him out. And his uncle that he was talking to on the phone about some other business said to him that you can't vote him out, and the uncle on the phone is also a PMP, and the uncle is telling him, no man, you're delusional, man. Not this, you not get him out this time. So even the PMP know without a shadow of a doubt.
It's crazy.
It is a crazy notion to think that they can go to the polls. Yes, it might be a close election. I'm not going to deny that based on what we are seeing. But Mark Golding, now let us look at something here. Mark went on all angles and told Jamaica, because it was a national program, that the discretionary budget, which is 300 and something billion, and the Minister of Finance struck it down in.
And said there's no such budget.
There is no such line item in the budget as discretionary budget. There are programs that run concurrently. So every year they have to be funded hard, pension, social, all of them. And the man say, we are gonna have to look at what we have to scale back, what we have to stop. First and foremost, the man said, him now going to government to go continue with this prime minister. They do.
Yeah, that's not what he was voted in for.
So you're telling me now that all of those water projects, the over almost 100 water projects that is in process, the over 40 something houses now that have been built through the social housing program, that people hopes were built up and are now waiting to get their house. The school bus system, that parents are now praying over it because they are now seeing that you're gonna pay $100 a day for a child to go to school after 2 months. That's crazy. And a mother who have to find $1,000, $600 to give that child for bus fare alone right, are now gonna see a reduction. So she can save more because that's like $2,000 a month or 3,000.
Because my son bus fare $100 from my house to Papine, $150 down to Mountain View. No, like $200 because it depends on the taxi. I'm going at some taxi take 150, some take two, and yeah, so in fare is different. In the evening when them a come home, them just don't want to carry them at all. So say me have to give him extra just in case them say what 250 for go for Papine or whatever for come down. Now we live in walking distance of Papine, so him can walk come home in the evening time, which is what he does because he's a big saver, right? So I'm safe. But I am saying me not gonna benefit from the rural system, not right now anyways. But if you can look on it, Omalo, Warrior, everybody, in the comment, everybody, and see says some parents will be saving. Some parents that maybe say, you know what, I have to put on this $5,000 or this $3,000 for the week in a bus fare and cut down on local food. And one of the night them not have nothing because the people never go to school. And you don't think that is something to continue when you come in a power. Then something wrong with you.
Yeah, because I mean, them are gonna take
Tap the
videos.
screen, guys.
They're
Meet
gonna
live
take
goal.
they're gonna take videos because they saw Areca taking up another bus, and I think there was another video where they were they pop one of the hood of the bus and they were looking the engine or whatever. We don't know why they were doing it. It could have been an assessment, and them have all of them to put on a run and a pose them and say, oh, same thing with that talk about your old bus and all of these things. It's a man-made equipment. It is prone to break down.
But I choose Jamaica, you see, because they're so irresponsible in every aspect of life. Them should not go so hard against the bus them. Why would you want to create a kind of social engineering where you teach Jamaican people nothing love, like, want, or respect the bus them? Just my question for argument's sake. Man, I like said, I can't talk in the affirmative. I can't picture no universe where them would have ever win the election. God forbid.
No, I
That could have
forbid.
ever happen. So me not even like talk about it that way there. But my question for argument's sake, of political parties campaigning and on the off chance of them win, why would you want to destroy and denigrate one system where a bare fabrication you come with anyway? You understand what I say? If the Jamaica is in such a deplorable state, or they're not supposed to have some whole heap of things can campaign man for form the basis on a platform. Go dwell upon something else, then the man like wanna say Jamaica pop down and a tear down and a una go come catch it up. In every other modern democracy, whenever there's an election, the opposition is advocating for real issues that do not involve disenfranchising rural children and forcing them into pro boxes like chattel during chattel slavery. In the midst of this, rumors of wars, Iran and Israel are war, Ukraine and Russia. You mean for tell me so the PNP can't find no legs to stand upon? Then that's why them same one for put them X beside the bell or no contest the election then, man. Because if in this time all you can complain about at the age of some bus that were bought to protect the children of Jamaica, you not have a problem. You don't have a problem, which means that this election cycle is just not for you. Sit out for another 4 years, and then maybe in 4 years you'll actually have something to oppose. Instead of keeping up all of these shenanigans and speaking in tongues and false spirits, and
The way how them
it's a
do have
circus, Black Beauty.
You see the way how them do have nothing to oppose, them have to copy and paste back the achievement looking at the manifesto.
That me I say, me just want Jamaican people open up them eyes. Now is not a time for QQ to be twerking for Mark Golding. We have real issues that we need to figure out in Jamaica. No, it's just not the time.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, like some real pong guy.
No, it's just not the time.
Omala, did you see it? You know.
Not the time.
Omala, did you see it?
Say what you gotta do, stuck it for Mark Golding.
And you know, guys, I know what I find hypocritical about the artists in Jamaica. It was under the PNP that the mama hungry and papa hungry and all the oppressive music about politicians and oppression. It was under the PNP that the Broadcasting Commission started to ban dancehall from the
Talk na Sean. Talk na man.
They started to, exactly,
Talk na Sean.
they started to clamp people getting permits for dances. You couldn't keep a dance past this amount of time anymore.
Talk na man.
So I don't know who are they jumping up around and talking about this
and under who for regime them a do dub plate for politician all of under who first them get a dub one dub okay. Who make them so who make dancehall artists comfortable in a mainstream in a politics etc. Them are hypocrite. Them go yeah.
Hypocrites. They are very hypocritical.
What can this with all the underdevelopment that we are facing, and thank God that the Holness that he is doing his best to Jamaica up, and we are not there yet. So all that is happening now, all the houses that are being built, all the 300 persons who have not received a social house with that belongs to them, and we also have the indigent housing program where the government is building that. When you die, go back to the government and it goes back to somebody who's in need, separately from the new sanction. With all, I mean, the solidarity program that will be started for children who, I don't remember what was it, when them born, and he's going to fill that fund with $200 million. So it's a legacy for the children. So when they reach 18, either them can buy a piece of land, go to college, buy a house, but it must be done with something that will kickstart their future. Because what Dr. Holness is saying is that because of our past, a lot of the parents could not afford to leave a legacy. So not many of us could be able to get a piece of land, inherit a house, inherit some money or something to start life. And that is so true. And that is why he's going to start that program under the going, I think that will be coming next year. All of these things that we know all that is happening in Jamaica. Jamaica is now importing oxygen.
Exporting.
I mean, sorry, exporting oxygen due to the crisis we had in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Government decided to listen, we now go back there, so you know, we are going to prepare ourselves. So what can we afford to give up? Because that is what Mark Collin is saying. I'm now going to go continue what this current government is doing. So a lot of the highways we are building go stop. Many projects that the government is doing now is going to stop and they're going to restart. Jamaicans are going to the polls on the 3rd. Some have voted the PNP, them are going to be based on feelings. Are the newly...
Need to just stay home. You just need to stay home, PNP. Stay home. Turn on the yard. Stay on the yard, bro. Because most of them are not happy with the leader and the leadership. Stay on the yard till the party can rectify.
But they don't even know why they're voting for the man in the first place. And that is the part that pissed me off. If you bring up a comrade right now and ask them why are they choosing the PNP and Mark Golden, they cannot articulate a factual reason.
Oh, Sean, me can say something to your point. Like, you just jump off of your point. I just want to say something.
Mm-hmm.
What Dr. Holness is recommending, the whole
system and structures. Hold on, the warrior. Jay, you've been in the box and you haven't said anything. Jay?
Because I don't want to cover right.
Not you, Jermaine. Jay. Jay with the $sign. Jay? Hey, listen. Jay? I don't want a PNP coming at the box and get the labor right them give what them are sending now.
One of him up there to him drop asleep.
Alright. Go on talk and then Jermaine.
And I see somebody in the comment section saying that, you see, why are they of the notion that if the other party is doing good, they rather not vote than to vote against the PNP.
Political
It's like,
tribalism. It runs
exactly.
very deep within their ranks. Me tell you, you see labor rights, for the most part, labor rights are
But
labor
I will
rights
take it. I will take
tend
it.
to be more informed
I will
voters.
take it. I will take it. I will take they rather not vote. You understand?
But
Than
mother
vote.
rather them stay
No, but the
home
thing
though.
is, if you say somebody, this is where the problem comes in. If you can confirm that you think this candidate is doing good, why not give him a vote? You rather not vote, but to stay one side and say, "Sure, him a do too good, yo, me not give him a forward." It's like me can't see through it. Me cannot see through it, Reggie.
Oh, Sean, I just kind of wanted to add something to your point that you made earlier. When we're mentioning basically that Dr. Holness is putting some plans and systems in place to help Jamaicans to create generational wealth, you have to also remember that the People's National Party is very quote unquote classist. So they do not want to disrupt the status quo because their political system is predicated on keeping the poor and the poorer poorest. So that is how their system of governance works. That's the prop. Poor people are their ladder. It's their prop. So what Dr. Holness is proposing would disrupt the status quo and would basically cause persons to be able to elevate from their current circumstance. So what you'll have is ordinary Jamaicans moving closer and closer to becoming a part of the upper/ruling class. And for a party that gains its strength and its political ideologies from keeping persons disenfranchised and poor, that does not bode well for the People's National Party. Because if persons are to become educated and if persons are to be able to provide for themselves, then they would lose their base. They would lose the vast majority of their voting bloc. So what Dr. Holness is proposing is not in the best interest of the PNP because again, it would disrupt the class structure, would disrupt their hierarchy, and it would cause less persons to be poor. And if less persons are poor, that means less votes for the People's National Party.
Right. All right, Jermaine. Hold on there. Jermaine.
Yeah, good night, everyone. You see, I would like to ask some people from Jamaica a few questions. If PNP was for the poor or the betterments worth speaking, or if they were doing pretty well back in the days, PJ Patterson was one of our long-serving PM, which everybody know that, right? No, he's from Westmoreland. My question is, why is it Westmoreland is so poor?
The PNP is stronghold.
And it's a stronghold. Those are questions I ask you. Why is it they are so poor and they are stronghold? One. Two.
Because they have to keep them poor for secure the vote.
The last election, I think we win 2 seats down there, right? No. If the people in Ireland open little by little, you know, fair to say, that's why them when they like them win 2 seats down there. And you know, they have a strong feeling say it's young people who really vote in those two man and Westmoreland. You know why? The old people who can read and write, you see now, this is somebody who can read and write still. And them have the whole poor mentality.
And them vote the most.
Yep.
You know, said them vote the most at them no election.
I remember.
Dependent mindset.
I remember I went to a funeral way back in the days in 2017. I went to a funeral in Westmoreland. A co-worker of mine died. At the time I was living in Jamaica. And to be honest with you, it's the first I've ever seen so much thief light. And I never know see people live so poor because we're not rich to mind you, but we never see people live that way until we go to a funeral in Westmoreland.
Can you kind of describe for us what you saw? Because I have no idea. I don't have any experience with that side like that.
After the house, I board house catch up a stick. They live near Cane Field, and everybody thief lights.
Yikes.
And it's like everybody capture land because the place was open up so. You follow me? And the house, then some of them you can stay outside and take a finger and jump through the bowl and look in at the house. And I was like, Westmoreland who have need official land look like this. You follow me? And it's like we can't get over that, right?
Crazy.
No. We complain about we want school bus, we want transportation system for the kids them. Every time you hear that what accident happened, we complain about it. No, we get it, we don't want it. What do you expect? We remember the days when we used to go to school and you pack up in a bus and they say no schoolers, where you go to? Usually have to wait on the next bus. Or sometimes 100 in our school bus who go. Everybody pack up in our bus, we not lap and all something there, right? And now we get a proper system. We don't want that. Rule number 2. Sometimes they complain about Jamaica need to develop and blah 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 because most of the let me take one for the character video. Disabled kids were speaking, can't go to school. No, the school bus is disabled friendly, right?
Yeah.
And somebody go turn and say, how much picnic they go to school in Jamaica disabled. But we don't look for long term. Who knows down the line we go have 10 people down the line who can't go to school in a proper bus. Yes,
but honestly, you do have a lot of disabled children going to school. That's why Papi in high school was one of the schools that was not developed with any type of wheelchair ramps for our children to go upstairs to their classroom. So they, you know what they had to do? Stay on the bottom side. Stay on the bottom side where they could. So sometimes they're not in a no class because their classes would be upstairs and there was no ramp. Now Papi in school has fixed and has upgraded to having wheelchair ramps. A lot of persons go to school that uses the wheelchair, not even just the wheelchair. Even if you don't use the wheelchair, you have the walker, which is also another form of disability tool that you would use to walk around or go about your business. You have disabled children who they walk freely but them can't step up high, so them still use the wheelchair ramp. You have different aspects of
But that me not like with the Jamaican mindset, Kimmy. You know, say in America, if one pitting in the whole school district disabled, that one child is prioritized.
Guys, stop this
What do you mean by Jamaican and only for disabled pitting? What does that have to do with nothing?
So then say, but the thing
If
about
one pitting it matter.
Poster can't carry picnic with disabled. With they can't carry them.
The pro box them worse.
And
But
the
tell you,
point is,
one bag of salt turn over upon the PNP. You see from them mention pro box, it come like them put the pro box
and
with
the
salt.
thing is, we complain to everyone changes and we they get it. We have to start from somewhere, right? Next thing again, when we have a problem with PNP again too. Daytime Campbell said, if it's
Jeremy not crap me up.
Satan, sir. Satan.
Satan.
All right. The devil Campbell. All right.
Yes. The devil's whipping horse.
Forgive me for chat pattern, because I talk to my Jamaican people. You want to give 10,000 a month per child. No, we can do the math between me and you know. You get one person at Jamaica have 5 picnic. And you know, say, no disrespect. A PMP breed up with and labor, right? No disrespect.
Talk truth.
Yes.
Talk truth.
Guys,
Yeah, man, them have picking.
They breed up more.
Because remember, say from them sister part of bubble, man. Them want win part.
I come from an era where, for example, I won't say now, right? One side of my side of labor, right? The other side of PMP. And if you look at the lifestyle, mind you, I'm not sure I'm not rich, but if you look at the lifestyle of we and them, totally different. Them take totally different. And you have to say, oh, no wonder them are PMP. When December time comes, then I have to Wall Street and Coast and Quarrel to the crashy work. You don't find nobody from my head doing something then. Give me crashy work, I hit that for them. You understand what I say? All right.
Let me wonder what them do for the rest of the year. Cause them tend to give them like work few and far between, and somehow them can manage to make ends meet without work. How do
No,
the PNPs make money?
you have
The ones that don't work.
5,000, 10,000 per child per month. Now you have a family. You have a family now of 5 picnic. If you do the maths, at 50 grand per month, that in a one household. No, you tell me now, say you now go tax people to go pay for that now. Is that fair? Huh?
You see, because me done listen, Jermaine, let me explain this to you. You see, anybody where we tax one hand can't man them will do anything. You see,
Exactly.
person where we tax patty, people like them will do anything. You can't trust a person where would a tax one juicy beef patty. You hear?
You remember?
So these people cannot be trusted.
Me
And
remember
just to be
growing
patty
up.
here so bad. And you got taxi.
Me
Wait,
remember growing
which
up.
party you eat, Kimmy? Come, I know why you offend me. Which party you eat?
Juicy
One
beef for the
taste
best.
is never
Juicy
true.
beef for the
Never
A
best.
true.
tasty, you know, some I can't eat tasty patty, but carry on. I don't want to distract you. For some odd
Me
reason, we can't eat tasty
remember.
patty, you know.
Me remember growing up, you see, and back in the days when I have budget reading, when the Omar used to be finance minister, my grandparents used to lock on the TV. You know, then they make sure say, I mean, you know, the TV then with the antenna, you have to make sure you go on the house up and make it pan good because then why see the budget reading because they might worry about what they go pay for flour and sugar to run because something are raised by tax. And
Yes,
9
yes.
years.
I think I
no
heard
new
Amalo
taxes.
said that. I think I heard Amala, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think I was passing on live and I heard you said every time budget debate come, you start cringe.
Wait, yeah,
Kind
the
of know what
grandparents.
go happen.
Yeah, man. I've
Some
always
them
heard
years,
this.
bro.
I've
That's,
always, my
that's
mother always talk about this. People fret on budget ever read.
me say my grandparents,
Yeah, that's what my mom
Look
said.
here, me go my
Okay.
grandparents, you see, me go my
That's what my
grandparents.
parents say.
I know. Back in the days, I mean, big back TV, we didn't have no flat screen in time then, right? And you have to make sure you say you go up on the house tab and make sure you say the antenna they work good. You have to spin it one way for TV show good. Because they have to watch budget really because they might go fret to see what they go raise. You understand what they say? And that's true. And you won't tell me now, say, people are going to go to their mind to really put back them in a power.
Crazy, man.
See?
All right, so
Yeah.
Amalo,
Not even like a new people, them and I same set of people, them. I literally the same set of people. And not even like a new people are the same set of people. Because me not even remember say Philip Paul was still in a government.
Exactly.
And Bunting.
hold on there, guys. We so Sean DeVere, Mike Golding would have stated that he's going to give producers $500,000. And it's a recurring 500,000. It's I think every other month or every month like that. These producers in the studios will get just $500,000 for doing mixtape, and that's it. They're just getting it because they did their craft in music.
That's so
as
stupid.
a musician, how do you feel about that?
First
And
of
what
all,
does producer really do in the studio to deserve taxpaying $500,000?
Exactly.
Well, me a producer now too.
so first,
Me too.
so first of all, if you check the database, so let's do a quick rundown of how many registered producers there are in jams, because that's definitely not going to work. And 500,000 to do a mixtape, that mixtape not going past.
No, they're not paying them for the mixtape that they'll be doing. They're paying them for the time they went into the studio to have actually do the mixtape and to put Jamaica music out there more. And the map is what is
So where we go get money for done Cornwall if them give $1 billion to the church them and give the rest of the money for go cut down plate. Where we go get money?
And I'm sorry.
Well, let me hear Sean DeVere take on that, and then Omalo. We are coming up the line.
500 to 3. There is approximately 1,500 registered producers in jam. So we are looking at 750 million. Am I right? Is that figure right? 500,000,
I think so, yeah.
1,500. That's about $750 million every month. To do what exactly? Listen, I might be an artist, I am a patriot of my country, right? If you are giving this money with the intent of getting a return on investment, then maybe fine. And music is a long-term investment. You might not, and it's a gamble. You might not make any return on that investment. But if you are going to frivolously just issue out $500,000 to a man because he's a producer, that is going to be backward for the country. Where's that money going to be coming from?
And who are gonna decide who
tax.
get more, Sean? Who are
Exactly.
gonna
And
decide who get more?
they
So,
are
for
going to
example, why
impose,
Russian forget more than a Sean?
no, exactly, and they are going to impose that entertainment tax to keep that going, and that is another
Yeah.
way to rob the economy and fill their coffers. I don't support that, and I am a musician. Why would you give musicians $500,000 without a return on investment? That
And
is
the goal is to be
country's
talented
money.
enough
That's a
to earn
gamble.
from your
Music is a
craft.
gamble.
The goal of
Amala,
talented
what do
enough to
you
learn
think
from your
about
craft,
that
right, guys?
idea?
But can I ask you something really quickly? Before we touch upon that really quick, they always keep fixing problems with problems to create a bigger problem. And the same kind of mindset them have behind the social media quote unquote creators program. $1 billion for what? Whether Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all of these apps are basically giving apps. If people like what you said, them are gonna take some money. And ring light are like $15 per Amazon and everybody have them phone already. Like, go put the money, make we done the Cornwall Regional, yo. Yo, I can't stand these people. Sorry, Omalo.
Yes, Amalo.
You see, the thing is that the PNP understand the psychology of rhetoric and how these affect the brain, and that they understand that if you can just use words to control the mind, you don't really have to use any action. So you will find that the PMP will always use words and find words that plays with the psychology of the people that they are reaching out to, and they really don't have to put in any action. Yeah, we are saying 500,000. So what the PMP is doing, when the PMP select groups and different groups to offer them things, we are talking about identity politics, where they identify different groups within the society, try to reach out to these groups, hoping to get them to get their vote, so that we can then become government. If we as Jamaicans play into this identity politics thing, where we segregate ourselves by not even PMP and Jamaica Labour Party, but by groups, and which groups are supposed to benefit more from government.
Jump up now. Who may have voted PNP because they don't give me 500,000.
Real problem. Yeah?
I think that's why they had so many ITs at their thingy last night. I believe it's that plan that they would have heard that producers will get 500,000, and with that said, you understand?
Well, true-ish. But Beanie Man and Beanie Man are PNP from longer time. QQ come from Marvelly. And the young man from TikTok, the one who did sorry say never get Prime Minister's Award, the Rasta hair boy that's always talking. Him, Jeff Raz, he is a PNP from time. But the irony is, wouldn't it stand to reason that the ability that he has had to generate the resources that he has, I would have really under Labour right government him the day before that? No?
Yeah, but QQ would also be the one. But Amala and panel and chat, QQ would all the one who will be the one who sing poverty. The one and me and poverty. The one and me and poverty.
Boy, I tell you that song that I age my teeth from me. Boy, I tell a man say no.
And the PNP for we are pitney into that song there.
Song that age my teeth, brother.
The difference between the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party is that Jamaica Labour Party is not focusing on identity politics,
But Jamaica Labour Party is building inclusive of everyone
Thank
in
you.
a that all Jamaicans can benefit. It is under the Jamaican Labour Party that the tourism product have become more liberalized, where you find you have a lot of Airbnb, where people are not staying in all inclusive all the time, but are putting themselves among the Jamaican people and are staying in Airbnb. It is under the Jamaica Labour Party that you find people, you find different sector in society are climbing the mobility ladder. It is not just you're finding that, okay, we are choosing selectors, or we are choosing entertainers, or we are choosing people from the Maroons, or we are choosing people as Rastafari, or we are selecting different groups to hand out things to them in a way where it is not a merit-based system, where people are deserving of these things and we are giving them it. So that the merit, based on their merit, Jamaica
based off identity.
not what we are. This is not what the JP is doing. The JP is just a total different political machine where the JLP is building Jamaica while the PMP are looking for groups in Jamaica to satisfy them for political purpose.
You know what, Omalo, it's called a
And
dopamine.
expediency.
They get a hit of dopamine when they hear that they're going to get a big money. You know, 'cause that's a human nature, you know. Imagine they get a phone call saying that somebody's gonna give you $500,000. You just start feeling good, you just start feeling nice, you know. You start expecting that money, you start looking towards it. And that's called a hit of dopamine. The same thing you experience during sex, or when you're getting high or intoxicated.
I produce music, yeah? What would make me deserving of getting $500,000 and that $500,000 not going to a school to help develop the reading program, help develop the food program, help develop what it is necessary for the next set of Jamaicans to be better citizens? Why would I deserve that $500,000? I am a producer. I produce music. Why would I deserving of that and not the kids in some primary school or basic school?
Them say a drowning man clutch at a straw, and I think the PNP is floundering and clutching at straws. I think they are on the brink of extinction. I think they are now being faced with the reality that when they lose the upcoming elections and they replace Mark Golding, they're going to have some real issues in their party that they can no longer conceal. Because where is Julian? I haven't seen Julian. Have you?
He spoke
Well,
last night, man.
Well, I think Julian is positioning himself to go up against Paulwell and to go up against Damian, who is going to get the opposition here, because that is all they are jockeying for right now. Who
Yeah,
is going
but
to collect
how am I gonna get past Satan and Crawford? Granted, I do believe that Mr. Crawford is committing political suicide, but you know,
No,
he was always one of my
the next
favorites.
person to be the leader of the propaganda party would have been Peter Badman Bunting. That's who really want that seat, you know. That's who really remember said that seat is not the first he would have wanted to get that seat, that big seat in the party.
But
I
they would have
agree.
branded him with Mark Golding.
Mark
So
Golding, yeah.
yes,
It's
they
gonna
would have
be
seen the
challenging
purpose
for him
of
to assume
Mark Golding.
position
Yeah, they would have
because
seen
he
the
must
purpose.
go step down with
Right.
Mr. British.
It's
He
gonna
must go
be.
step down.
Marlo, I remember I sat down and I watched a couple videos with Mark Golding, and I remember I keep looking at Mark Golding expression. Like for me, there's are things that I take serious in the parliament. I look at your face, I read. I definitely have to read to find out what's going on. And not only do I read, but I remember last night I look at his face when him say, "Oh, them a come tag me with security. Me not better than nobody." And the aggression and anger that he had on his face when he said those words. I was saying to myself, this is not the first I've seen Mark Golden face look as if he's ready to put a cutting tool in somebody's side based on his face expression. And I keep on looking at this party and I keep saying to myself, who in this party is really equipped to run Jamaica?
This is the only argument I will entertain with the PMP is that when when they're fighting for opposition. But any other thing other than that, I will never entertain you, because the only thing the PMP is going to fight for is who is going to be the opposition leader.
Yeah.
but if I may, listen. I don't know, but I heard Mark Golden promising the
Guys,
church
please tap the screen.
$1 billion. No, me love God. Me love the church. Jamaica.
Oh, you don't know? It is true. It is in their manifesto. It is called the Community-Based Transformation Fund. Faith-based transformation fund. Yeah, so something like that.
And have they made a commitment to no new taxes as Dr. Holness has? Have they made that commitment?
In the faith-based transformation fund, it clearly states that the persons that will be paying for this is the private sector and taxpayers. It is in the manifesto, my love.
So,
my word.
Okay, so all right, because you see the people who are, let me be specific, because the people who are supporting the PMP, they are not listening. I'm not speaking to I'm not speaking to the diaspora PMPs.
Errol, what they are not there? Where they are not there? Send it and go on there tomorrow. All right, go on now. I choose Jamaica.
I'm not speaking to who are already PMP supporters. I'm speaking to people who are on the side, undecided, and wanting to choose a party. The people who are saying that both of them are the same thing, when clearly there's a difference between the JLP.
All right, now.
Yes, thanks.
I'm talking to the people who born in PNP families where I go vote for the first time, who never live under Finsakar, don't know what it is to experience their tyranny, but they are now being a part of the repercussion, the ripple effect of their bad policies and poor management of our economy. Now, you are saying that you're gonna set up a fund for churches. Now, churches collect offering let me give you a breakdown of how the church is run. Every different department in the church collect offering or donation. The women's ministry collect offering when they meet. The men's ministry collect offering when they meet. And I'm not saying this based on hearsay. I have lived it. The youth ministry collect offering.
Yeah, Adventist?
No. When I
Tuesday, please, kind of, me not Russia, but just please talk about the PMP kind of quick. Me have some whole heap of things to talk about Andrew Holness and the JLP. More of the people them where I listen. We are going to vote to hear the good things them we are come about Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. So just tell them quick thing.
All right, guys, let's keep tapping the live and put some F1 in the comment because I couldn't see nothing a while ago, and send some GIF on the screen, please, guys. Rose, anything at all right now. F1, please. Me not see nothing.
So these people, so they are collecting money. That is how the church operates. That is how the church survives. Why would you want to pressure taxpayers to contribute to an organization that is self-sufficient? These organizations get help from overseas. Charity
charities support them and they have so much support in their daily activities. There are so many people who are struggling. People not live nowhere in Jamaica. Roads to be fixed. Hospitals under construction. All our major hospitals are under construction. Healthcare facilities are being built from the ground up or being renovated. Almost a 300 of them, Christoph said, them hand back to communities now so far. Why would you want to take the hard-earned money of tax? Do you know what it is when a man look on him payslip and see 60 grand come out if he PAYE, 30 grand, 40 grand, 100 and odd grand? Do you know what they could do with that money? And then you're going to tell us who, because you see, let me tell you something. You know one of the reasons why Mark Bolin can do all of these things and say all of these things? Mark Bolin don't know what it is to beg, borrow, or scrape. Him born with gold spoon in his mouth. Him born comes him parents have money, come from England and come here in Jamaica and still live well off. So he don't know what it is to not have a $500 in his pocket a day in his life. And we have to take into consideration that this man means Jamaica no good. No mean economy no good. And for those who are going to vote for the first time, I am asking you to sit down and think about your life carefully. Think about your parent. Think about the grandmother that you have that can benefit from the social pension, who has never contributed to the NIS from the day they're born. Think about your children who are going for the next 5 years, or the next 10 years, or the next 20 years. Think about the Jamaica that you want to see. Listen to both parties and pick sentence and nonsense, because let me tell you something. Once you put that ballot in the box with the wrong X beside the wrong place, you cannot take it back. And it is you who are going to say, if we didn't know. Let us learn from previous experience. We see what happened in an election the other day. And all them, they warned them, said, don't make the wrong decision, and now them a ball. No, they want to get such people out of power because of what is happening. I rest my case.
All right, Amala, your turn, my darling.
Yo, I keep warning Jamaicans, and I'm going to tell Jamaicans, all the Jamaicans that are listening, all the Jamaicans on the platform, Jamaicans everywhere. It is your responsibility to reach out to a next Jamaican and let them know that your vote, it is your currency that you are placing on the government to say you are investing in them so that the return may be good and strong. We have seen, you remember me come on the program first and me tell you all the projection that all the big corporations in Jamaica, and you see Harmony Cove just come on and said they're investing $1 billion US in Jamaica. These people have done their projection. These people have done all the checks and balances and see where the country is heading. They are investing all of these money in Jamaica. We have one thing to invest, just to go to the poll and say we are going to invest in the continuation of this government continuing the programs so that the wharf can continue to expand, so that in St. Catherine, the things can continue to expand, so that crime can continue to decrease, so that unemployment can continue to decrease, so that education and all these things can continue to increase and develop, so that kids get all the opportunities to go to art and can reach up to a level 4. All you have to do, is just say, I am putting this X beside the bell And if you do that, you have just made an investment, no different from Harmony Cove coming to Jamaica to invest $1 billion US. That's how much your vote in investing in this government to move the country forward is just as important. And if you don't make this investment here and make a bad investment, your return will be harsh. So all I'm asking you to do is just put your X right beside the bell. Reach out to all Jamaicans and let them, when them think that this is going to be a close election, listen me. East Portland was close when the goat man carry out a whole heap of people and we should name carry out more. So let them carry out a whole heap of people, but let we carry out more. So we don't care, we win. Yeah? So that's all we do. A 50 seat we are shooting for.
Well, today I was put in my place, Omalo, that we're gonna keep the seats we already have. We should not look to get any additional seats in this election. I beg to differ, but what say you?
Philip's seat. Philip's. We can't look for Philip's seat down at Manchester. I think him seat really in play. The guy down there, I do some really good work. I mean, like how the people respond to him and stuff. I think this is what I think, yeah?
You can also look for Michelle Childs in St. Thomas.
She already won her seat. She didn't lose her seat. She didn't lose her seat. She have her seat already.
No, I'm saying they're saying she's gonna lose.
She not lose
I know she won't.
No man, she not lose. We not talk about where. Listen to me. You see one of the things, you know, a lot of people think they're seeing this crowd coming up for the People's National Party. But what they don't understand, that the People's National Party may pull out 9,000 people in a one constituency, but the Jamaica Labour Party will pull out 10,000. That's the difference, you know. We not say them not going to pull out people, but we are going to pull out more people than them. That's going to be the difference. Yeah, that is what is going to be the difference. So what we need to do is to continue to reach out to a neighbor. Continue to reach out to everybody and let them know. Listen to me. Jamaica need to move forward. Because we can't just there chat and not do it to ourselves and not talk about, say, we just step on internet and chat and things. Say, this is, you know. Yeah, everybody need to bring out vote. And we have to bring out vote. Yeah? And the people and where we are bring out, we didn't bring out. Because really and truly, this investment that we are making is an investment into the future of Jamaica.
And you know, that is very profound how you say it, Omalo, it's an investment. Our X is an investment that we are making. It's a very profound thing to say.
It is our billion.
Very profound.
We don't have $1 billion like Harmony Cove to say we are investing in a building, but we can invest in our government that make policies that develop and benefit Jamaicans. That is it, you know. The policies are the difference. The policies that Andrew Holness put in make a difference in the kids going to art life. The policies make a difference in the return, in the something that the threshold in the tax. The policies of no new taxes. The policies of lowering the entry to buy a house in Jamaica. It was 30%, you know, and it moved down to 10%, you know. Yeah? The policies of the government, when we invest with our vote, then we get the return in the policies that give us the advantage in Jamaica to better our life. It is the Jamaica Labour Party is the party that put back more money in a Jamaican pocket. That's Jamaica Labour Party, through its policy, have put back more money in the people of Jamaica pocket. It is the Jamaican Labour Party that stop out of St. Thomas from being a toll road, or else everywhere you look at to come into Kingston and a good piece of road, you would have to pay a toll. Portmore, you have to pay a toll under the PMP. The piece coming from Oche,
Yes.
you have to pay a toll.
Some expensive toll too.
Coming from Westmoreland, coming from Manchester, Clarendon and all these places, you have to pay a toll under the PMP. The PMP was going to lock out Kingston from the rural area if we don't pay a toll. It is the Jamaica Labour Party put back more money in the Jamaica people pocket. And right now, we cannot afford Palwell
Agree.
to the contract of the JPS again. We cannot afford Palwell to negotiate for we again because Palwell never do nothing for we. All we are facing is high energy bill. And the JPS always have the right to make more money and them not face no consequence. All we not them make all of the money. We need Vals to do it, the Jamaica Labour Party. So I'm going to leave you all tonight and ask the good people of Jamaica, the well-thinking people of Jamaica in 2025. Your responsibility is continuation. And your Holness competition is the book when put out. And if you read the book or if you understand what's in the book, he's under stiff competition and under challenge to do better than what is inside the book. And just picture, have an image in your mind of what Jamaica is going to look like if he outdo the book. If he outdo the book, what Jamaica is going to look like. Yeah? Just picture that. Good night.
Agree. All right, guys, everybody know tomorrow is Nomination Day. You're gonna be out. I'm going to ask everyone that is on the live, when I see them come, Tony other way, like what our Prime Minister did. When I see them try, well, yeah, today is Nomination Day. When I see them try a thing, rock my baby, Tony other way. We don't need to be in any war tomorrow, no violence, no nothing. You see them try nothing, make we just walk away, please. If you're out there on Nomination Day tomorrow, you're gonna be in the field in your specific constituency. You're gonna be where your MP is. You're gonna be on the motorcade. You're gonna be making a bag of noise on the road, because I know I will. You guys, I'm gonna ask you, please be careful. For those who will be on the bikes, be careful. For those that is going to be on the bus window and the car window where they're not supposed to, if nobody don't lick a light, don't do it. I beg. Aside from that, just be careful. And if you see, our Prime Minister showed us a prime example this week when he turned the other way from Waterford. It's not that he could not go up in Waterford as a boss. He could, but he decided to turn the other way. And while I leave you guys tonight, because we all have to sleep to get some outside tomorrow, you know, a nice clean shirt, a nice clean armband, you know, yeah, we're outside, just comfortable. Make sure that you stay hydrated. Who is this? Just comfortable, stay hydrated throughout the day, ladies and gentlemen. Please, I can't emphasize it no more. No crime, guys, no fighting, no nothing. Just turn the other way. You all know what they're about. Warrior, please be careful out there. I choose Jamaica. If you guys are gonna be on the campaign trail tomorrow with your specific MP in your area, making fun, having fun, rock our baby. Turn the other way when them start them foolishness. Chandevere, it was a pleasure having you, sir. I'm glad my Prime Minister live up to what you would have said in your song. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And we have a lot of accomplishment. And for tomorrow, let's ensure that, you know, we do the right thing. And on September 3rd, put your ex beside the Bella. Yeah, one thing, one woman, anything woman say, that me I work with. You understand? True. Right. Anything woman say, that me I work with.
Yeah.
Right, ladies and gentlemen.
Right there, so.
And it's not the beautiful bell me I say. Don't think say the beautiful bell me I say. You understand? It is good to know, guys. Please, again, I can't emphasize it. Be careful tomorrow. Be careful. Drink on the water. Let's do some more water. It's gonna be hot.
Respect for
Yeah.
having me. Respect for having me.
Yes.
If you want, I can tune in regular still and you know
Yes,
what I mean, be a
please.
part of the panel and
Most
thing.
definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Especially
Yeah.
when Mr. Pernell is here. You could get to ask him some of the questions that you may have.
I'm already in my constituency, you know.
Well, I'm talking
Touch
about
there.
the dad. And yeah, well, Mr. Dad would love to hear that. Warrior, of course, this week we'll find out to see if we can get the time for the meet and greet.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can get your stuff, so you can stop bother me. Yes. But aside from that, labor rights, we had another successful day in Jamaica because they would have put on what they call a community meeting instead of a rally, and it turned out to be a stage show.
But Kimmy, I can
Yeah.
say something before we come
Sure.
off. I'm tell you what I
I
realize.
actually want to go till 12:30. So
Kimmy, you remember the meeting where them did have where them did promise people them KFC for make them stay? And then when
guys,
Sir
tap the
British go,
screen.
and then when Sir British come on, him say, boy, 11 o'clock, KFC lock. Look like enough for go just stay with me. And some of the people them did start left. Because this was just after the whole KFC thing. And them did think so them not get KFC for true. But guess what? That was the part where they kind of throw them off. But can we make the argument that it seems as though finances... Okay, it seems as though something funny over there.
No, but if you
There
can't
is
even
something very funny going
Them have
on.
them money, and they have big spenders in their corner.
Alright.
Believe me when I tell you that. Like I'm not gonna go too far into that and the
No,
but let me
don't.
tell you something, my love.
No, but me
have the
know say
money.
by right they do. But me I wonder if the big spender them nervous and don't want to invest nothing in the elections. And let me say why. I wouldn't not if them spend the money to get them people to the venues. But the events that they've been having, they might get more and more scanty. Even when they're having events in Manchester, there's no way the Manchester events them should have
It should have so empty. Listen, guys, the People's National Party is very desperate for power. They are so desperate that they are willing to do just about anything to gain power. But because we know say garden house down there, garden town, we will not give them that opportunity. Right? They're desperate by any force because they have it by force, we're gonna take it by force. And we would have seen that with improper fraction does, and the one to come and say we not feel like them and we not with a bad mind them. You would have seen where blood and
Who
fire.
is that woman?
There's a lot of things, you know. That was ever one improper fraction. You look like crush up callaloo and steal cabbage. Sorry.
That's the one where did I try keep the Minister of Defense out of Britain, out of Waterford?
Yeah. In favor of crush up cabbage and steal water. You look like come out.
I don't know. I
believe he should go back
it
to
look
his,
like
his
he might get
original
desperate. I don't know.
profession. He is. He should go back to his profession as a
He
doctor.
seems so desperate.
I would not visit Dr. Da's office for a checkup.
Because he don't know the tool then where my use.
But the thing is, you know, he's such a big comrade. And he should remember that he's the same person. I don't remember, he held some sort of position in the public health sector. And he was talking out against the PNP and how they are treating the public health sector because doctors were having to use scandal bags as protective overalls.
Oh,
and
no.
then they removed him as the head.
Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, you know, I keep saying it. And I want persons to remember, let's digress a couple years back when chikungunya, look at the running of chikungunya and the running of COVID. When chikungunya came to Jamaica, Portia, LaQuisha, Simpson Miller.
Sure, y'all play too much for that lady.
Nothing to worry.
Lucretia.
Yeah, sure, her name is Lucretia. Yeah, I know her name is Lucretia, but it's just still funny.
right? And she said it wasn't nothing to worry
Listen.
about, and until persons start to leave the hurt, you know, that's when she makes a big deal out of it. Now, yes, it was an epidemic and not a pandemic. I understand. However, it could have handled better. The persons that died in Chikungunya did not need to die if Miss Miller had come out and publicized it much better as a risk to Jamaican and put the Irish
I
person.
mean,
No,
true, but I mean, the
no,
PNP them have a long-standing
Dr.
issue with certain
Tufton.
things in a healthcare, you know, cause even with Dr. Ferguson, I put them never where the baby them there, where them say some holy
That
for baby, what it
they remember said them never real, that him say.
what they
No,
go on with them baby there? Cause we hear them a try bring up
and the same
maternity
thing what
rates
happened,
and
what I
kids now
same thing
and
what
babies
happened.
nowadays. Let them
I
forget
same thing
about
what
that.
happened to Tufton what day when the immature babies were burning and then them now make it to full, you know, and all of that. But let's put at COVID, and I can say this. I said it once when COVID was happening. I said Dr. Tufton needed to take a 1 year vacation after COVID would have ended. I said that. And the reason why I said that, when you look at Dr. Tufton's face during COVID, you could literally see the word tired on his face. You could see the minister, the prime minister, tired on his face. Now, remember, COVID was a pandemic, and the government didn't borrow any money in the pandemic to facilitate the things that they would have done. All the tablets that was given out, my son got one. um all the online classes and all of this was not, it wasn't what we wanted, but at least there was classes. There was no layoff. Persons who lost their job, I like me no know, but them say people lose their job. There was no pay cut. Call center workers got the biggest opportunities that they would love was to work at the comfort of them yard, and they were home. You had so many persons in COVID, and then we should remember that the World Health Organization put an entire article in their magazine bigging up Jamaica for handling COVID the way we handled COVID. Ladies and gentlemen, if nothing else not catch you, use that sink in.
Boy, I
Remember,
might tell you, say
the
Jamaican
white
people not
man
easy, you
also
know.
stood on the
Cause we
stage
should it
and said,
no JLP administration is supposed to campaign in a this.
the
I just the
man
truth.
the man turned on the stage and said he asked Fenton Ferguson to represent him at the so-called center, urban opening of the so-called center. This is the center, mass people, he disrespected. You have Isaac Buchanan, who would have called Jamaican people monkey, dunce, and beggars in that same order.
Yep,
Yeah,
he
I
You
did.
saw
have
that clip. That clip was
you
very,
have
very wild.
you have Damian Crawford, who believe that everybody must turn farmer because him just a walk and give it goat. So you get me. You have Peter Badman Bunting, who has never done anything in any of the ministries that he has ever held, and Rhoda Crawford beat and teach him like he stole something down there in Mandeville. These persons are not qualified. Since Andrew not qualified, them not qualified.
True.
Them not qualify. You
Ma,
have Satan Campbell,
Bolin is a
and I have my
disgrace.
personal experience. I don't know if I've ever talked, well, I've talked my personal experience on my platform and other platform with Satan Campbell. How Satan Campbell treated me when I went to the university hospital. That man is wicked plus tax.
What him do? What him
Believe
do? What
me.
him do?
Believe me. So
What he
you
do?
have, all right. So you know, Jamaica is a the health system is always terrible, right? Except for now. Now, I remember growing up in Jamaica, it was so hard to survive as a person with underlying issues. And I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, from my grandmother floor up at St. Catherine, moved come a town, and I found out I have full-blown sickle cell. It can manage, it's manageable, it's something I can manage, I
Oh
can
yeah,
live
sickle
with.
cell.
However, I remember one night before he entered representational politics, I saw him and I asked him, why did you want to become a doctor? He said it is his passion to be a doctor. No problem. He treated me and I went home. And fast forward a couple months later, I get sick again. Right? The time was extremely cold that day. I can remember, and it was just a terrible time. I did stress out and all kind of things. I'm going at the A&E, and he looked at me and said, "Now look at me, because he's a drug addict." The man told the porter to put me at the back of you. Every time I talk about it, tears coming on my eye. At the back of Yui, and then put me at the back of Yui. In a Yui, Yui is very cold, guys. If you're going to Yui theater, in a Yui
But that
Airlie
could have make you have a
department,
crisis. So how that
in the
work?
call, so he put me in the chair and I fell on the ground. Upon falling, that's when he asked the porter. This man took me up, put me in the bed, and put the medication, which could have unalived me in my vein, which was not supposed to be done. When the sickle cell fraternity lodged a lot of complaints, because I wasn't the only sickler he treated bad, everybody else, when that person, they lodged a complaint, it withdrew. Well, not even withdrew, them fire him because he was running to be the president of UA Hospital. When I can't go up there, go check the facts. When I never see him in there again, I say, wait, I want to go on. So, you know, me have my little nurse friend who tell me the little news them, you understand? And she pinch me one side, they say, no worry, and tell me the source. I'm going to say, yeah, that one, a good. You get me? Shortly after that, him up on the stage, I campaign with the People's National Party. I even commented on his Instagram. I say, my goal in doing a background check for you yet, or you're reaching a politics, Mr. Wicked. He is literally a wicked person, and he is hungry for power. Satan Campbell wants to be the president of something, and he couldn't be the president of UE, so I'm going to be the president of the People's National
My
Party.
God.
You know the man
And
said
if I don't
last
say
night.
my judgment, them way there.
You know what the man said last night? In the Bible, there's a Bible verse speaking about Job and his wife being in the wilderness and being without food, and there was disease and famine and poverty hitting the land. And the man made reference, and in that Bible verse, Job's wife said to him, why just don't curse your God? Your God has led you into this. You know what I mean? The man made comparison as if to say the PNP should wait, the PNP supporters should wait on PNP to go back in power, as if Job was waiting on God. I may not got what I wanted under the PNP, but you are going to get it now, or some shit like that the man was making a reference to. And that what type of reference is that?
Chandelier, my darling, I have controlled, like, me can't tell when last knock on would me get sick, right? Like, me literally live a perfect life. But let me tell you something. That man, if he was to switch up and become the health minister, believe me when me telling you, say everybody in the dance dead. And it's not like me I tell. He advocated for the medication that persons with sickle cell don't come to Jamaica. You can hardly get that medicine. A good thing say, me, you know what I mean, warrior? Take care of myself. It's a good thing me take care of myself. Right? Because I live a pretty normal. Sometimes I not even remember saying I did have that. Because I live normal as ever.
Girl, because you see, you may know say dangerous. If him put you in the cold part where you're having a crisis and him put you in the cold part, him
No man,
evil.
any cold all around. Inside of it is pretty cold. But to the back, when he put me on the chair, when him asked me the day, guys, don't laugh off of me. When him asked me the day which part I hurt, I said, sir, everywhere hurt me. Him said, where exactly? I said, all my pum hurt me. The strand of my ear, them hurt me. That's how much pain I think I was feeling. Your ear can't feel pain. I said, I know this. But he asked me a question. Yeah, question me while me in a lot of pain. He is really not a nice person. And that man that you see in there is wanting to be the president of something. He couldn't be the president of UE. He's going to want to be the president of the People's National Party. Satan Campbell, they never give him a better name. They never gave him a better name. Satan Campbell has a bag walking around with in Jamaica with money. Y'all just listen. Guys,
Someone did you a Gill president?
Hey guys, I have to run.
Yes, guys, remember as I said tomorrow, be careful out there. Yeah, man. Me I go run too. So guys, remember, be careful out there tomorrow. Drink your water. Drink your water. Yeah, be careful, drink your water, and if them come with them foolishness, just turn the other way.
Turn the other way.
Turn the other way. So it was
Do
a
not
pleasure as
engage.
always. And the beautiful lady with the beautiful smile. That's my MP. Yeah.
Fab.
Just
The woman
saying.
look vibrant and
Look on
nice,
her.
man.
Nah. You want
The
your
woman
share
just
through
pretty and
word
a
power
glow.
one night here. May you tell you where you how share through
What she
but
say?
yeah, go home to my husband, yeah. You want to see the one I
Sorry.
turn on and look on
I
her.
say, earwife, she go on here.
I say,
She just
you
a,
want to be alone
she
at
just a
husband.
banter we saw.
Yeah, I'm never say not
Yes,
because
girl.
I'm single. Eh?
A1 since
Hello?
the A1 since day one. Yes, please. I
I
love
say,
her. She's
like
so
the
sweet.
lady, yeah, me tired, me come home to my husband. You want to see the one we just turn on and look on her like a she alone have husband. Me
Yeah,
not become
man.
a single doesn't mean nothing. Where
Foundational marriage.
she's
Dumpling and
listen.
butter days.
If you sit around with her and for a time you can't be sad. You just cannot be sad. And believe me, me tell you, say she got every nook and cranny. She got every nook and cranny at East Row.
A real woman, man. A real one.
Jesus have mercy. Then that's why she batter Crawford and send him on him way,
Yeah,
girl.
man. Not any unlawful union, you know, not anybody getting their help our daughter pregnant, you know, nothing like that.
Oh my gosh. Yo, this is what I love with JP, eh? There's always some mess.
That is the reason why I
That
said
is
the other day I said definitely a nice. Yeah man, she's very nice. Like I telling her. Remember when I campaign with the lady, once we see she put on her water boot, we know what time it is. The lady go everywhere. The lady go walk everywhere. Man, girl.
Yeah, JT, him stay bad for true. And him not even 40 yet. The man in them 30s.
Ooh.
And him attitude's so terrible. Satan.
How much? You know how much?
Satan.
You know
how much?
He's in his 30s.
I lie, I tell.
God no. Here, what boy? He's in his
30s. And the man looks so big and coarse,
man.
man.
30s. What?
Oh,
I thought y'all knew.
Let me go
30s, bro. Like, what? Kimmy, what are you saying? You think that everybody didn't know this? Of course, him in them 30s.
That man look like him in him 50 or him 40.
On the body, no.
You what?
In them 30s.
I want to wickedness upon him.
How old is Nathan Campbell?
That's so much wickedness upon that man. Man in them 30s and looks a man. Man look coarse, you know, man.
She lie? Right now tell me him age.
I'm gonna tell you who disappointed me, Crawford. But I think the longer you stay over there, it just get bad after a while. Like after a while, it got any political career, him life I got just spiral and him just.
Somebody say my 40.
Comedy, yo, man, I lie. But I love Damian Crawford. Man, I know what going. I don't know what is going on.
Tell me him age.
Him on a 40 yet, brother P. Him not reach 40 just yet. I'm not 40 when I'm 30s.
Him can't be that young.
And that myself
so.
just the thing was so weird. Like, and that me can't understand why the rally them so empty. Why is their base not coming out? You understand me? Because all of the events empty. What is the secret? What the formula? What them up to? Unless them make promises, say boy, stick it out with we are when we go in, whatever. But it not look like the people in my bite. Because Crossroads was very, very empty.
But I think it did empty. I believe there was people there.
No, ma'am, I just mean empty in terms of, remember, after you see where them full up the little front part right there, so down, when you look behind them on the road, I just bare cars, people not down there. All of the people that was kind of concentrated at the front.
Nation saying enough sorry for them. It not tell me him age on this. I went the black what's in age on the internet.
Go on chat GPT. Fine.
You see on the stay bad and love people business.
No, we have to go find it.
We have to find this out. You're crazy. Chat GPT. Because that's on my laptop, How old is Dayton Campbell?
Stay. Dayton at 38.
Come now, something stop do this now.
You put in data and Campbell of the PNP. You put the
And that mega
Dayton of the Maroons. A joke. Yo, you see Holness there? Sean said Dayton of the PNP. You see Holness there?
But he miss of the PNP for true.
Well, I must say, I can't believe it. Me hear say Crawford did that insult the Prime Minister. I'm so surprised.
He is. It was terrible. Secretary. Dayton Campbell exact date or era of birth are not publicly available.
My good. From seat online, him start block good. I hope him block it in the too disgusting and terrible. So why him in them 30s?
So this man don't even have a Wikipedia page. I want.
He has a Wikipedia, but not there on the Wikipedia either. Come pull up the Wikipedia article. All it did, it said Dayton Campbell is a Jamaican politician, is a secretary of the People's National Party. He was from St. Andrew Northwestern.
That's in a chat GPT?
That are in a Google Wikipedia.
No, I forgot chat GPT. You have to find this out, right?
You understand? Guys, tap up the screen in the meantime.
Honestly, I feel like I just bad man. And I was like, come on, bad man from bad man. A bad man and a half get just because in my 30 and only now in the 40s and 50s. Obviously. What else could it be? I'm not bad man. I'm just ignorant film because I'm young.
Young? That's is an understatement.
I'm just say I'm look young and ignorant film, that's all.
You can't tell me something like that and expect me to go on my bed and sleep comfortably. You're mad no blows and skirt. Let me find this out.
So she couldn't sleep comfortable. Jeez, some people.
Naga can't sleep comfortable.
Girl said she could have never go bed go sleep comfortable.
No, I'm not comfortable. I can't go. I'm a pillow alone this side of me for me go.
Terrible.
Find this out.
My 30s for true, man. I mean, I'm 30s.
Somebody said him into his 40s. Guys, tap up the screen in the meantime.
My young boy. Just stay there.
Okay, so in 2013, he was 30 years old. So, as of August 2020, he's 42 because his birth year is 1983. And this was from an Observer article.
Well,
so he's 42.
Well,
according to ChatGPT.
According to and I want Jamaica Observer article.
Mm-hmm.
Well, delish.
Yes, Jamaica Observer article.
But that's
it says
weird.
It says approximately. It says December 2013. He was approximately 30.
Well, I know that he's in his 30s. But anything Observer said, but I know he's in his 30s. Somebody said we are 39 and I'm not in my class. Somebody said we are 39 and I'm not in my class.
You know, I'm
but to me, I'm 30s for real though. But I didn't just bad man because he's young and not young. That's it. I can tell. I know
why
bad
would
man.
Why would he take off his age off the internet?
Because he's too young and him not wanting to judge him for him youth.
That's shame if me in my 30s and look some move on about it.
In my 30s, man. If my turn 40 next year.
Nice. Can you look a bit of sitting so you can.
You haters.
No, me just turned 30 still.
Yo. Kim said, why would he take his age off the internet?
No, but sure.
No, man, that's shame, man. No.
Guys, why I'm taking age off of the internet?
Dayton Campbell.
I'm not wrong him. Him probably can't take the envy.
Really, my moderator. I'm a good moderator. All this Dayton Campbell. Him take him internet off of the age off of the internet. That's foolishness.
I don't blame him because with people like no, I don't blame him.
That's crazy. Not even ChatGPT know the man how much chat.
That will hold no.
That GPT
You know what's crazy? You know how PNP people stay? If I did want labor at them, try search and can't find a way to hear them come out tomorrow. Is he even a doctor? Do we have proof?
Yeah, well, really say him look about
That them would have said.
Yeah, and that means to
You know, say that's what I'm telling you. Say I can't deal with it. That's why I don't blame him for taking age off for the internet. You hear bad man? Hear rude with fear bad man.
Come out of the comments. Only read Jeffrey say a while ago.
No, the kids them
Jeffrey blocked me. Jeffrey block me number. Block me right now. Block me.
The second that man, I choose
block
man.
Me.
You know how the kids them know.
Kids meal.
Yo, I can't with you people.
Yeah, man, for man, 50, you know, if I'm 50 and I don't like kids meal, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
But for telling you, you know, not because somebody looks X age means they are. Some people are in their 30s. Okay, all right. I bet you book up like a classmate or somebody who can corroborate.
Warrior, as of tonight, I like you.
The man a young boy.
Like
the man a young boy. But Sean can't come to grips with it. So Sean has to bear life on the man, but him a 50 hard.
Warrior love, me don't like you as of tonight. You are gonna make me have sleepless night. I mean, I stop tear down the internet to me finding age.
You can't one.
It could never be named to Father God.
Boy.
You can't even chat GPT know the man how much. A kids me him love it.
Wicked.
Love kids.
No, sir.
You is a wicked.
You mad?
No, me never can sleep, you know. Me never can sleep. And knowing me, because I have OCD and me have
I'll find it.
Me have to go find it. Me never can sleep. Me never can sleep. Why you do this to me, Warrior? Me not like you for this.
Child,
me don't like you for this.
you already set up with them and show up on him. Leave him out of order.
Wickedness them show up on him, man.
Jeffrey, Lord.